Just coming into comfortable seat, getting yourself ready for nice practice. Going to be nice and flowing today. We're going to be moving a lot. We're going to be warming the body, which is definitely necessary where I am today. So find the length through the spine. Allow the chest to open, the shoulders to soften. And just have a little wriggle on those sit bones. So you feel the sit bones grounding in. When you come to a central place, feel them both grounding down equally. Sensation of the knees and the hips, everything there becoming heavy towards the earth, grounding down. And then the rest of the body elongates and elevates up, making sure that chin is parallel with the floor. Doing whatever feels nice with the hands. They could stay on the lap. They could be in a mudra, meditation mudra that we use in Buddhism. Is the left hand for a woman on top of the right hand, and the thumbs join, and just allowing them to drop down in the lap. It's quite a nice mudra. Another nice one is the Gaian Mudra, thumb and first finger together. And you can just let your hands rest there. When we do this, we're just going to drop the eyes closed. Mudra just means a hand gesture. And it's a moment in time, a way for us to become more present in the body, in the mind, in the heart. So as you get here, just start to bring all of your focus, energy, attention to your breath. Without changing the breath, notice the breath as it comes in, as it goes out. Allowing yourself to become fully present to this moment. When was the last time that you were present? That you were fully there, you weren't doing anything. You weren't thinking, you were just there being. Doing a scan of the body, noticing how you feel. From the head to the toe, where are you carrying tension or tightness this morning? Just send those areas some of your attention, maybe an intention that they might soften. Awareness into the mind, the head, the brain. How does that feel? Is it busy? Is it calm? Is it tired? Are you just waking up? There's no right or wrong to any of this. Just noticing. Really curious mind. Really curious heart. Dropping the mind now down from the top of the head, through the face, through the neck, the throat, and drop it, landing into the center of the heart. Just giving that mind permission to let go a little for this next hour. So you come into the space of the heart and notice how that area feels. Is that area tight? Is it constricted? Is it expanded? I'm inviting you to place one hand on top of the other on top of the heart center, maybe even a gentle rub there. This is the thymus gland. This helps with immunity. Also helps to calm the nervous system down if we're ever feeling anxious. Bring that to a still point. Just take a few deep breaths here. We're going to do the cleansing breath. So we're going to breathe all the way in, deep, deep down to the lower belly through the nose. Exhale with noise, a sigh out the mouth. When you're ready, beginning. As you breathe in, imagine gathering stress, tension, worry. As you breathe out, let it go. Do a couple more, or as many as you need today. You'll notice when you've done enough that the breath on the way out just becomes a little softer. Lovely. Begin to join the hands in Namaste pose, palms to touch, elbows reaching out, drawing out, thumbs push into the sternum, sitting up tall once more, eyes stay closed. Tune in to an intention for your practice today. How would you like to feel? What energies are you cultivating or calling in? Allow this intention to be spread from the heart to the hands through the body. Every move in our practice, we're going to move deeper into this intention. We'll open with one chant of Om. So before we do so, let's take a full breath, breathing all the way in and out and in. Lovely. Gently floating the eyes open. We'll begin with a nice easy warm-up sequence. So we're going to bring the hands to the knees. We're going to rotate in an anti-clockwise way, some big circles. You choose how big or small you go, or maybe a mixture, spiraling gently out and starting off small. Inhale to the front, exhale to the back. Last three. Lovely. Start to switch direction nice and gently. You want to experiment with the pace here. You might want to try going faster, try going slower. How does your body want to move today? Does it want a stronger practice? Does it want a gentler practice? See if you can commit to really honouring how you feel today. Not just for this session, but for the whole of the day and the evening. Last three. Spiral that gently in, sit up tall, nice deep breath, eyes closed. Dropping the chin down to the chest, begin some nice big slow circles for the neck. Start to change direction. Take your time. Bring back to center there. Moving the shoulders a little, rolling them up. Inhale, back and down. Exhale. Lovely, last one. Hands staying on the knees, seated cat-cow. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, rock back. Again, how do you want to practice? If you want stronger, really exaggerate the moves. You can start to use your core strength breath, squeezing in and up from the pelvic floor on the exhale, and really follow that exhale right the way to its end point. Lovely, last three. Feeling this nourishment for the spine as we do this wonderful wake up for the body here. Back to center. Sit up tall, eyes closed. Just take a breath. Giving yourself and your body a chance to integrate these moves that we're doing, so we can become more intuitive, really. We can become more aware of how we're feeling. When you're ready, guiding the hands onto the shoulders, thumbs to the back, fingers to the front. Soften the shoulders down, and we're going to twist right and left, exhaling strongly to the right, chanting internally the mantra Sat Nam. Last few times. Draw that back to center, close down the eyes, take a nice deep breath. Hold the breath a second or two if you can. Exhale softly. Hold the still posture for a moment. Becoming aware of any sensations, any tingling, any warmth. Okay, as we begin to raise the shoulders up and down, dropping, exhale strongly out of the nose. Again, using the mantra Sat Nam, Sat Nam, just internally. Last few seconds, see if you can speed it up a little bit. Take a big roll up, back and down, eyes closed. Soften into that still point, soften into your center. And again, noticing any feelings, that are stirring up any sensations. Lovely, gently coming back there. So we're going to come into a little bit of core strength yoga. So you've all done this before with me, and if you haven't, the inhale, big, nice, long inhale, inflate the belly, the lower belly, find the pelvic floor, the root of the body, the anus muscles, we squeeze them in and up, as well as the tummy. And we exhale like an upside down pyramid, squeezing the breath out slowly. The breath out becomes noisy, and we are activating the pelvic floor, the pelvic diaphragm down here, everything all down below. So begin when you're ready. Exhale becomes longer. Keep going. Try 3 more. Keep going. Last one. We're going to keep going with this breath, but we're going to use it with movement now. So we're going to bring the knees up, show you on the side. First option, hands behind the knees. Inhale, legs out, feet touching. Exhale, squeeze that breath out, and the knees open up, feet stay together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Doesn't matter if the legs are straight or not. Next option, all the fingers interlace apart from the first 2, and exactly the same with the legs. Last one. Well done. I'm going to cross the ankles, come onto the palms of the hands, rolling forwards. Step 1 foot back and then the other into downward facing dog. Let the head drop down. Make sure the hands are open, spreading the fingers. Let the head shake out in yes and no here. You can walk the dog, pushing one heel down alternately. Lovely. We're going to do some pulses. When you feel ready, we're going to lift the right leg up, inhale. The exhale, we're going to bend and soften all the joints, elbows and knees. And the knee is going to swing all the way forwards. This is our core strength breath. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, swing forwards. Remember to soften first. Keep going. Well done, this last one. Inhale. Going to exhale, swing the leg forwards, hold the knee, and then step that right foot to the right thumb or thereabouts. Walk the foot so it's in between the hands, and if it doesn't quite get there, you grab the calf and push it forwards physically. Come onto the tips of the fingers. When you feel ready, use your core, push down through the feet, draw the tummy in, and slowly rise up into Warrior 1. I'm going to adjust the camera in a moment. Warrior 1, before we come into it, we're just going to lift the bottom back. So it's like your tailbone is shining at the back. Bend both knees and scoop in and up, and then lift up, and then push into that back heel. So that's our full posture. You'll be able to feel that left thigh is fully engaged now. If you need to drop the foot, you can, and it comes at a little right angle. But warrior one, our hips are facing forwards. Okay, just readjust this camera here. So I'll move that. Kids' toys. Okay, let's see how that is. So, I should flip this. Okay. So from here, arms are reaching up, shoulders down. Looking ahead. Soften the jaw. Let's do it open, wide open mouth stretch here. Closing softly. One more time. Might need to lick the lips a little bit there, help the jaw soften. From here, we're going to lift the back foot, back heel. Inhale. Exhale. Fists of fire come down by the waist. And we sink down. So we inhale, lift up onto the back heel. Exhale, sink the heel down, and the back knee softens. Last one. Well done. Drop the foot. So that left foot, the back. We're going to come and bring the left hand fingertips down, and the right arm reaches up. Look up towards the right arm. And then bring the right hand down. Step the right foot back, make an equal triangle. You're going to lift the back foot off. Might just reach up a little bit, it's up to you. Flex the toes of the back foot. Breathe in here. Well done. Come in gently. Place that left foot back and step the right foot back. Wave into a plank position. Knees, chest, chin lower to the ground. Exhale. Inhale, rolling up. And tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Going to come onto the knees. Widen the knees, big toes touch, sinking the bottom back in our child's pose, reaching the arms forwards. Forehead resting on the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths here, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Reset the body. Lovely. One more breath here. Gently rise back up onto all fours, tucking the toes, downward dog. We're going to swing the left knee forwards now. So we inhale, left knee lifts, then soften the joints, exhale, swinging forwards. Last one. Step that left foot forwards. Bring it in between the hands. If you need to, give it a little push. Ground the feet down. Tuck the tummy in. Rolling up slowly with control. Arms come up, shoulders soften. Looking ahead. So again, we do that tilt back through the bottom, scooping in and up, lift up. And then sink into that back thigh, nice and strong. If you need to, you can drop that back foot. Let's do another mouth stretch here. Gently close, and then we'll do our pulses. So lift up on the back toes, inhale. Exhale, fists of fire coming down by the waist. Dropping the back knee. Last one. Well done. Drop the back foot. Going to come down here. Right hand comes down. Reach up through the left. Look up to the left hand. Up to the sky. Breathe in here. Drop in. Other hand, so both hands down, stepping the left foot back, making that equal triangle. When you're ready, lift the right leg, foot, as high as you choose, flex the foot, looking down. Lovely. We're going to slowly lower, right foot back, step, left foot back, wave into a plank position. Knees, chest, chin, lower down. Exhale. Inhale, come up into cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths here. Last breath. Lovely, walking the feet forwards, hands back, stay in that forward fold, ragdoll. Do whatever you need to soften, to release, shake, sway. Might be perfectly still, might be a wibble wobble through the legs. Bending the knees here, draw the tummy in, slowly build yourself up with these big figures of 8 coming all the way up and around the body. Inhale, the palms together. Exhale down, back to the heart. Inhale, push one hand up, the other down, look up. Exhale to the heart, other side. Other side. And switch. Okay, lovely. We're going to open the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Toes facing forwards. Hands come for support at the hips. We're going to do a wide leg forward fold. So we inhale, open the chest, look up. Exhale, fold from the waist, coming forwards. Let the head drop down, even giving it a little shake. Yes and no. The knees, the legs are straight here. Breathing into the backs of the legs. You might like to tilt your weight into the balls and the toes of the feet. Feel that extra stretch. Lovely. Start to push down through the toes using the core of the body to gently rise back up again. Second time, we're going to bring the hands behind us, interlace them, pull the hands away, look up, breathe in. Exhale, folding forwards from the waist, hands come up as high as they choose, and again, soften down the back of the neck, let the head go. Well done. Bringing the hands to the hips for support. Push down through the toes. Slowly drawing all the way back up. Third and final time, your choice whether you keep the hands at the hips or interlace them again. Same beginning. We start by inhaling, opening up. Exhale, fold forwards. This time we're going to release the hands, let them dangle down or rest on the calves or the ankles. If they come down all the way and reach the floor, walk them back so they're inside the feet, parallel with the feet. Lovely. Start to bring the hands back to the hips. Push down through the toes, slowly, drawing yourself up. Toe heel yourself back in. Shake the legs, shake the arms. Okay, lovely. So we come into a balance here. So we're going to come into our dancer posture. So we're going to get steady on that left foot, left ankle directly underneath the hip, then the right knee. Hold on to the right foot. So we're going to actually go inside and hold on to the inside of the right ankle. Bring the left arm forwards. Find your drishti focus point ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Start to pull very slightly on that right ankle. And breathe here. Just go as far or as little as you wish here. Keep breathing. Keep finding the drishti point to stare at. Slowly release out. Shake out that tension that's helped us do our balance, but we don't want to hold on to it, so let that go. Right ankle underneath the right hip, push down, same thing. Grab the inside of the left foot. Right arm's going to come out ahead, breathe in. Exhale, tilt forwards, just to wherever feels good for your body. Find a focus point, keep breathing. And gently release, shake it out. Okay, well done. So we're going to come with the feet open a little wider than hip distance. As you soften the knees, then the knees check they go the same direction as the toes. All the fingers together, interlaced, apart from the first two. Stretch out with the fingers. Bend down into a squat. We inhale here. Exhale, coming up, drawing core strength breath. So pelvic floor in and up. Loud, noisy exhale. Last time. Well done. Going to open the arms out, start to bend all the way down, just to wherever you can. Bring the hands down. And we're going to come into a nice forward fold. So we're going to have the left leg out. And the right foot is going to place inside the left elbow if it can. And we wrap around our knee and our lower leg. If that's too much, you can grab the hand with the the foot with the left hand and just hold on to the knee. And we're going to open the hip very gently. So wherever you can go. Little baby, we're going to rock our baby. And then when you're ready, we're going to place the right foot on top of the left thigh, removing any flesh from the sit bones. We're sat nice and tall, lower back straight. Flex the toes, the feet. Inhale, reach up, straighten up. Exhale, folding forwards. You can either round out and look down, letting the back of the neck go loose, or keep looking forwards and focus on having more of a straight spine. Keep breathing if you can. Ujjayi breath, that hush, shush sound, ocean breath, slight constriction at the throat, in and out through the nose. Two more breaths. Lovely, slowly coming back. Both legs out, give them a shake. We'll switch sides. So that left foot on the inside of the right elbow, if it can. If not, just holding on wherever you can. And open the hip. Lovely, placing left foot on top of the thigh, removing the flesh, sit up tall, flex the toes, inhale, arms reach up, exhale, folding forwards, letting go. Lovely, walking the hands back, both legs out, and give both legs a shake. Perfect. So we're going to come and lie down. So bend both knees, feet flat, reaching the arms out. Use the core to slowly roll back down. Head and neck are going to rest on the floor. We're going to come into happy baby. So bend the knees, lift them into the sky. The full posture is grabbing the outer edges of the feet and drawing them down, so those knees open past the hips, so we get a very deep hip opener for the hip flexors. If that's not available, you can grab the ankles and do the same, the calves, again, and also the knees. So wherever you can get to. And then just take some really deep breaths into the hips. So you're guiding the breath as if instead of breathing into your lungs, you're breathing into the hips, the hip flexors, gathering up any tension, any tightness you can feel and find, and breathe it out. Again, we're working with the Ujjayi breath here if you can. Lovely, last breath here. We're coming to thread the needle now. So the right ankle crosses on top of the left knee, the top of the left knee. And one arm comes through, so the right arm will come through that gap, and the left arm come behind, clasping the back of the left thigh. And then you draw the hands in, draw the thigh in. Again, flexing the feet if you can for a stronger posture. And the head and the neck and the shoulders resting gently on the floor. And using that breath to intentionally release tension. Last breath here. Switching sides, going to do exactly the same on the other side. Flex the feet. Two more breaths, make them count. They begin to release. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to come into your shoulder stand today. Don't do this if you are menstruating or if you want a gentler practice. A nice option is to just have the legs up to the sky and the arms can come out in a big T position if you've got the room. If not, you can bend the elbows. If you don't want to do an inversion, then instead just do your bridge pose. If you're going to do the inversion of just the legs up, then go in there. If you're going to come into the full shoulder stand, rock forwards and back a few times so you feel ready to bring the legs up, grabbing the waist, and hold it here for a few breaths. From here, any variation, you can play around as much as you wish. You might like to bring the feet over the head in plow position. Lovely, so we're going to start to think about coming out of shoulder stand. If you can, use the arms down by the sides like brakes. And use the core of the body to slowly roll back, keeping the head on the mat the whole time. Lovely, as we come back, we're going to come straight into fish pose, so the legs out. Bring the hands to the lower back and the top of the bottom, flat to the floor, and then lift up and wriggle the elbows in towards each other. You're supported on the elbows. You're going to open the chest, and let the head come back dangling behind you or resting on the mat. Nice deep breath into the heart space here. Slowly release, opening the elbows out, and then bend the knees, draw them in, and begin to massage the spine. Every which way, forwards, back, little circles. Move the rest of the feet flat on the floor. And let's do our spinal twist. So the knees flop over one way, turn the head the opposite way. The arms can come out or bend at the elbows or rest on the body. If that doesn't feel a deep enough stretch, you can always cross the legs before flopping the knees over as well. Nice deep breaths here. Start to close the eyes, start to draw inwards. Gently raising up. Readjust as you get back to the center point and then go over to the other sides. Again, eyes can close nearly at the time and space of our relaxation. So you might like to just call on that relaxation, that softening. We'll be gently rolling out of that one. We're actually going to come and sit up for a moment before we come into our full Shavasana. And we're just going to do a little bit of pranayama practice, so our breathing practice. We're going to do our alternate nostril breathing. So remember, this one balances the two sides of the brain, as well as calming the nervous system, and is really nice to do before a relaxation or a meditation because it will just help us drop that bit deeper as we do so. So we're going to use the right thumb to close off the right nostril, the ring finger to close off the left nostril. The other two fingers in the middle rest on the third eye point. So we close off the right nostril. When you're ready, exhale left. Inhale left. Hold the breath if you can, a couple of seconds. Close the left nostril, exhale right. Hold the breath out. Inhale right. Close the right nostril, release the left, hold the breath. Exhale left. Hold the breath out. Inhale left. Hold the left. Hold the breath. Exhale right. Hold the breath out. Inhale right. Close the right, hold. Exhale left. Hold the breath out. Inhale left. Close the left, hold. Exhale right. Hold the breath out. Inhale right. Close the right, hold. Exhale left. Release both hands down to the knees. Sit up tall, close the eyes, allow all of that to settle. See if you can find some stillness within. One more breath here. Lovely. Then taking your time to come and get settled for your Shavasana posture. Really advise a blanket today. It's cold out there. Socks, jumpers, whatever you need. Come and lie down in that full Shavasana posture. Feet turning outwards at the ankles, back so the hands rest on the floor. Wriggle those shoulders down the back. You might need to shuffle the lower back now so that the lower back comes nice and flush against the floor, the mat. As you get there, close down the eyes. Do that scan of the body. Again, noticing any areas that are still tense or tight. And just give them a wriggle or send a breath down there. Give them your permission to fully release and soften. Check in with the hands, the fingers. Is there any tension there? Back to the mind. Sinking the mind down to the heart. Let it soften, let it release. We're just going to do a few minutes of heart breathing. So I want you to imagine that you're breathing into your heart and out through your heart. Into your heart, filling that heart space up, breathing out through the heart. You might like to use a visualization with this and breathe a colour that feels good for you. As you breathe into that heart, breathing that colour into that heart, breathing a colour out, might be the same, might be different. in and out through the heart. As if you can breathe all the way right to the back chambers of the heart. Back body, the space in between the shoulder blades. Your next exhalation, as you breathe out the heart, imagine this heart breath is going to move around your body, around the outside of the body, and create this bubble of light, of colour, of protection, and seal in all that you've practiced today. The replenishment that you've given your body, mind, and spirit, heart today, sealed in your heart's breath. Taking a nice deep breath, exhale with noise as you bring a little bit of movement back into the body. If you have time here, however, where you can stay for longer in your relaxation, it's a good idea to do so. And as I call you back, you just stay where you are and I will sign off. If you're ready to come back, wriggling and then folding over onto one side. We pause here in a prayer of gratitude for all that you have already in your life. All the things we take for granted, our running water, our appliances that allow us to do jobs much quicker, our cars, our transport, our loved ones. With gentle grace and ease, begin to come back into a comfortable seated position. When you get here, we're going to come straight into palms together, sitting up tall, eyes closed, remembering your intention that you began this practice with. And we'll send this out along with a wave of peace, sending that outwards to your neighbours, to your area that you live in and beyond. Start with a full breath, breathing all the way in, out, and in. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Satnam. Thank you.